Maximus Stephanos supporting live for House 559 TV, and I'm joined by a man who's had releases on Toolroom, Elrow, Audio Rehab, Simmer Black. Who have I missed off?
Let's see, Glasgow Underground?
Glasgow Underground.
And yeah, you said Elrow?
I said Elrow.
Yeah, that's
Mr. Marcellus Wallace in the building. How are you doing, my bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Great to see you, man.
Thanks for having me down, man.
Thank you very much.
Love the mix, it's wicked.
Thank you. Big shout out to Daddy Russell for having Marcellus Wallace on the show. But we are now here, and I want to go back. I want to go back to when it all started for you, bro.
It all started when, I was kind of doing my thing under a different name, and I just really liked, I think it was probably like 3 or 4 years ago now, really liked what was happening with the whole tech house movement in London and that, and the first track I signed was to Toolroom, 88 back, ages ago.
Sure.
Feels like it's so yeah, I did that, and then and then obviously got involved with Mark Radford and Audio Rehab, put out a few EPs on there, and then a couple of EPs on Simmer Black, and then a couple more on Toolroom, and then and then it kind of went from there, Glasgow Underground, and then Elrow.
Huge.
Yeah, so it's been really good, and then obviously the new signing on Viva, so I feel like it's
keep it on climbing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited.
Tell us a little bit about how you got the name Marcellus Wallace.
I'm just a massive Quentin Tarantino fan, and obviously everyone knows Pulp Fiction, and I just thought it sounded badass. You know, the name just sounded good, and it was kind of matched the whole kind of hip-hop orientated house I was doing at the time. It was a toss between Vincent Vega and Marcellus Wallace, and I just thought he sounded a bit more of a gangster, so I was like, why not? So so that's how it came about, and just roll with that, really.
Cool. Now, you mentioned previously you were working in other genres, more specifically like EDM. Yeah. How did you find the crossover from EDM to making the underground sound, if you call it?
Yeah, it was difficult. I think I'm still learning, to be fair, how to obviously everyone's using Ableton, I'm using Cubase, so there's a kind of a sound which people get using various plugins, saturator and things like that in Ableton that is obviously quite hard to emulate with another DAW. But I think I'm getting there. I think there's a long way to go, but I think it's definitely given me a little bit of a different sound maybe to everyone else, which is cool. So yeah, I mean it's been, there's a lot less power in the track. So when I first started making them, they were almost too big, and then I've just tried to squeeze it down, tone it down a little bit, just so they fit in sets. But I just like energy in tracks, but also like nice groovers and the whole kind of solid groove sound as well. So kind of like making both, really.
Of course. And how did you get started with Cubase? Because like you said, that's not really the one that it goes on to.
Ages ago. I've been doing it so long that it was just the first one. I think I was like still working in an office at the time, and I was just having a conversation with my manager at the time, and he was like, I use Cubase, I can give you like a free copy. I think actually I started on Reason.
Okay,
first. I had Reason first, and I was just making a few bits, and then I was bouncing the parts down, putting them into Cubase, and then it just went on, Cubase got better, and I just started using that. But recently I have started using Ableton for like sample selection, stuff like that, and a little bit of mastering, just because it sounds so nice in there.
Of course.
So I'm just trying to use the two. You can rewire as well, Ableton into Cubase, so I've just started using that.
Tell us a little bit about your creation process. How does a track usually start for you?
I love using vocals, so a lot of the time I'll start with the vocal and I'll build a beat around the vocal, or it will start with just some really cool drums and a bass, and then I'll find a vocal to match it later. But because I come from such a kind of like, not pop, but very vocal driven, you know, anthemic genre, I kind of used to starting with the vocals and then. Yeah. And
what have you been up to this summer, this season, bro? What's been going on?
This summer, I've played in Ibiza and played like all around London, and played at the ritual parties a lot, which have been amazing over the summer.
Venue.
Madison's amazing, you know. I play there most weeks anyway, and like I do love that vibe. It's really cool, really sexy, and when you do the rituals, it's just like, you know, it's just that but amplified. And it's been really good, you know. I warmed up for some people like Kenny Dope and Second City, and it's been really great. Shouts to Rich Stone, Dan Healy for that. Just been collabing with a lot of people. Worked with Roger That, who's been really cool.
Yeah.
Big up Roger that.
Yeah,
and,
Roger
yeah,
that.
and the Habitat Party.
We want you on, Roger that.
Yeah,
we want you here, okay? We want you, alright? It's gonna come soon, okay?
But yeah, so that's been good. Yeah, I played the Patrick Topping event for Roger with Elliot. That was really, really fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, just been getting about really.
And that was actually in your hometown?
In the hometown of Maidstone, yeah.
Maidstone.
Which was amazing.
At the legendary Sauce Bar.
Bar.
Absolutely legendary.
I love that place.
Of course.
Too many nights there, the other side of the deck. So
what's that been like, bro? That transition from raver fan of music to then getting the opportunity to play alongside names that you've looked up to, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing, really. To obviously, what I love about the tech house scene, about the underground scene, is because like the people throwing the parties are your mates and stuff like that. It's all very much like a family, and it feels nice to be part of a movement. Whereas EDM, everyone was scattered, you know, Australia, US, Holland, places like that. So you didn't really get that chance to mingle with them that much. And it's nice for everyone to be in the same city and all share the wealth, really.
So for promoters that want to book Marcellus Wallace,
yep.
What's on the rider?
On the rider, I'm simple, man.
Are you?
I'm simple. There's no boats and there's boats and like, I'm a vodka, lemonade and lime guy.
Okay.
And that's me. And you know, just make sure everyone gets a drink, man.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Like maybe some confetti cannons.
Yeah, nice.
Be rude not to.
Yeah, on the equipment rider, we like that.
Yeah, I like that. And then yeah, maybe even a boat. Fuck it, I'm not worried about
the boat. Hot Since '82 when he played on a pirate ship?
I've seen that.
Oh, it's giving me some ideas for a live stream, massively.
Crazy, like
I'm on that.
Jump off, have a swim, and get back by the time you got a mix.
What a vibe, though.
Yeah.
I want to create something like that.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it did look fun.
So, where's been your favourite place to play?
What, since I've started Marcellus, or?
Let's do Marcellus. And then tell me about you.
I think
throughout your career.
Still, I mean, I've played some really good parties and I've played some really, really cool places. Did Amnesia in Ibiza, did Sankey's in Ibiza, but in terms of how good the gigs were, I still think they were in Ministry for Rehab, man. Yeah. That was phenomenal, and like I just made the track Control. It was the first time I played it out, and it just one of them nights where the lighting guy got it, the crowd got it, everything just came together, and it just took my breath away, really. It was an amazing moment, really.
And what about in your whole career? Because I know you've done some big things, bro.
Burning Man.
Wow.
Burning Man was the best.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually got a cool story about that. So basically, I obviously before from my name before, I knew a couple of the big trance guys. I was working with Paul Oakenfold a lot, and he ran a stage over there. He said, "Oh, come out, you can play Friday night," and I was on with like Nervo, Funk Agenda, and people like that. And I got there, and like there was thousands of people at this stage. I was on at like 6 or 7 a.m. while the sun was coming up, and obviously the crowd was, it was there at the start, and it was going and going and going. There's like 5 or 6 people or whatever left at the end. So I was kind of like in this real crazy environment, playing this thing, but there was no one there, and I was just like, what has happened? Like I've flown all this way, and I was just like, God, like please just give me like something. And then later that week, Friday night, basically Simon Patterson was meant to headline the stage. And he had some problem. He had like a panic attack or something because of the conditions. And Paul came over to me and he was like, "I need you to cover Simon." And I was like, "When?" He's like, "Now." I was like, well, that's the headline start? He's like, "Yeah, just play it." Got up to the same stage. 4 days later, 4,000 people.
Wow.
And it was incredible. Like, so I played for like 2 hours, and like obviously peak time slot, and there was fire coming out of columns, and it was crazy. So I think that was one of the best.
And talking of numbers, what's been the biggest crowd that you've actually played to?
I think Creamfields. I did Creamfields back in the day.
Okay.
I did closing set at Creamfields, but I actually had a power cut.
No way.
Yeah, for
That's like DJ Nightmare stuff.
It was terrible. It was at least 10 minutes. Because like all the sound engineers are kind of gone because the start set. I stand in front of the stage like it was awful. And then but it came back on, and I think we had about 5,000 when we started. I was going back to back with my friend Matt. And we had about 5,000 when we started, and it literally went down to like 500 people, and then by the time we ended, we had about 4,500 again.
Game.
Yeah.
You bring those crowd back to the time.
So that was like probably one of the most nerve-wracking but best gigs. Yeah. So
talking of back-to-backs, who's been the favourite DJ that you've played with back-to-back?
I mean, I played with, I really like Riaz Zadani. I really like what he does. Very talented guy, and we get on really well. You know, we're quite good mates now, and like we've played back to back in XOY and also at Madison.
Wicked venue.
Yeah, amazing. And I think that was one of my favourite back to backs. But I really like playing with Dan Healy as well. We play a lot together at Ritual. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had one of those opportunities where it's like Patrick Topping playing. It's like, oh bro, we should just go back to back. Seems like a lot of people get those, but in the right time.
So who would be your dream person to play with back to back?
I'd love to play back to back with someone like Dennis Cruz or Lapman or you know, Detlef or anyone that I like, you know, WAF. All those really good DJs that even Richie Amage, you know, like I'd love to. I remember we were at Source actually at Habitat and Riaz did like an impromptu back to back with Riaz.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was just jokes. Like,
it'll come, the time.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's just right time, right place, and yeah, it's something to look forward to.
Let's move on to sounds and producers that you're feeling at the moment, bro.
What, up and comers or?
Yeah, people that are featured in your sets. That you
I really like Tim Taylor.
Yeah, big shout out to Tim.
Yeah, big shout out to Tim. Obviously Riaz.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not up and coming, but I feel like he still needs to get
always gaining momentum.
Always gaining momentum.
Yeah.
I think the other people that I'm feeling right now, I think like just a lot of the solid grooves I really like. And yeah, I think there's a lot of people at EDM, and obviously I love Relo's tracks as well. But yeah, and Alicia's good as well. Yes. She's got some really cool stuff.
I've seen a video of her actually. I think it was at Solid Grooves.
Yeah.
Crazy visual.
Yeah, she's really good. And yeah, there's a lot of people coming up right now through the ranks. Pat Wilson's also really good as well. Yeah. He's a really good DJ, and I like Smith as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's got some really cool like soulful stuff.
No Ben quite well.
Yeah, shout out to Lewis and Domus. Yeah, it's just I mean, everyone's got their own kind of unique style and with what they do, and you know, it's just nice fusing them all together.
Of course. So what's coming up next for you?
Next, I have a EP with Danny Howard. That's coming out on his label. Yeah, I remixed one of his tracks last year, and we've kind of been speaking for a few years now. This, that, and the other, and he's been really good support. So I've got an EP coming out with him, and also the one on Viva with Steve. So he wanted to sign two, but I'd already signed one, so I'm gonna do one that comes out in December the 4th or 5th.
You heard it here first?
Yeah, Keep Dancing, that's out then.
Wicked.
Played that in the mix earlier.
Yeah, so make sure you also check out the mix on the website, the SoundCloud, the iTunes podcast. It's everywhere. Yes, you can hear it exclusively.
It's on the shirt.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then just trying to make EP. I don't really want to say too much about the things that aren't that confirmed, but I'm obviously trying to do EPs with a couple of more labels, and I'd love to work with touring some more.
Yeah.
So
you just have to keep your eyes peeled, people. Okay.
Yeah. But always in the studio.
I think that sums it up so
man.
I mean, you've had such an amazing career already, and I think it's only going to continue to get better and better. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Big love, bro.
Thank you.
Maximus Stephanos signing out with Marcellus Wallace. Peace.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.